when we say, for anyone who's listening and they might think, okay, man, I'm in my 20s, what can I offer the world? It's like, okay, what have you overcome, or what have you done, right? If you have your workouts dialed in and your macros are set and measured, boom, you're good to go, bro. Now, there's a lot of business owners and men who get into their 30s and they build that success in life. They got a fat bank account and they got the fat belly. You know, they could use your expertise on like, man, how do I dial my macros? How do I set these workouts up? And also the other caveat is, even some people who know themselves, they might know what macros to do. They might know the gyms to go, but like, they might be like, hey, William, man, can I just pay you to check in every week and keep me accountable? Because I've had clients that I've literally hop on the call and they're like, yeah, man, I literally did this action item that we agreed on last week an hour ago because I knew you were going to call me. Uh-huh. You know? And it's like, well, that's the value of coaching, right? Because some people know themselves enough. It's like, man, if someone's not on my butt to do it, I'm not going to do it. And I do work with a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners who work for themselves. So guess what? They don't have a boss. Uh-huh. So because they don't have a boss, they're like, oh, I just do what I want when I want, where they actually, and kudos to them, will pay for someone to keep them in line for a certain area, a certain thing, to make sure that they're moving forward.
That was like one of the initial purposes of this podcast, was to figure out, like, we all know what to do. Like you said, like, you can find all that information online. You can learn about diet and workouts and all that. But how do you actually do it? How do you get yourself to follow through with things like that? Mm-hmm. So I like that accountability is so huge. If someone else knows what you're doing, you're more likely to do it, because it's easier to lie to yourself than to other people.
Yeah.
Like, you can be like, oh, like something came up. I had to do this thing. I didn't have time for the gym. If you tell that to someone else, they're going to be like, dude, yeah, like, you could have made time. You could have fit it in here. But for whatever reason with ourselves, it's a little easier. So accountability is huge.
And just one quick point on that too, for anybody, I feel compelled just to say, like, not just for building businesses or building success, giving up on vices, accountability is paramount. And we, again, talking about the permission. If you are struggling with a substance or with a habit or behavior, it's hard to open up about that. And maybe you don't want to open up to your spouse about it. But if you have a close friend, no judgment, and be like, hey, dog, I've been struggling with the bottle. I got the whiskey. I just take a couple shots at night. Sometimes I'll even, take it really quick and then brush my teeth so my wife doesn't notice, whatever it might be. And then you commit to, hey, every day I'm just going to text you the X symbol. And the X is a sign that I didn't drink. And every day we're going to text each other. This is going to be a friend who's not judging you, but they just want to be there. And now that you've let somebody else in and you gave somebody else the permission to be like, hey, check in on me, make sure I'm not doing this, such and such. Or maybe it's another friend of yours who drinks as well, and he wants to stop drinking. Fill drinking with choice of vice. Right? Whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. You guys commit to taking a break together or quitting together, and then you just check in every day. So just as accountability is huge for growing and building, accountability is also huge and helpful for letting go of stuff. Because like you mentioned, man, we can lie to ourselves. We can let ourselves down. If I'm working out and I wake up and I'm feeling a little groggy and I'm like, yeah, I can hit the gym at 6 a.m. and I look at the alarm clock, it's like 5:45 and I'm like, you know what? Let me sleep in. I could do that. But Will, if you and I are meeting at 6 a.m. and my alarm clock goes off, I'm more likely to actually go, because I'm like, man, Will's going to be there waiting for me. I better show up, because that's what the accountability does. Sorry, I just felt like that other caveat.
100%. Yeah. I like that about the vices too. It works both ways with like positive behaviors and negative.